Every car enthusiast dad dreams of getting a double or a triple garage and then having a fleet of exciting cars. For me, I would like to have my Dadarati, of course, an E39 M5, a Porsche 911 Turbo, and of course, a Ferrari FF. But today we are at the WAM Barn, owned by car enthusiast dad Tom, who is taking things to another level. You are not going to believe the collection of cars we're looking at today. And Tom has even ordered the Holy Grail, the ultimate hyper dad car. Come on, this is going to be a special video. My name's Ben. Welcome to Dadcars. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome to the Dadcars channel. Tom,
pleasure to be here.
thank you so much for inviting me up to come and view your crazy collection today. I mean, it's mad, some of the stuff that we're going to be looking at today.
Oh, you're very welcome anytime.
And of course, Tom, you are from the WAM Barn YouTube channel.
That's right.
Tell us quickly about your channel.
We just do a load of fun stuff in my collection of super and hyper and rare kind of sports cars and a few other random bits. We do a bit of charity work, we do some good drives out, we do some road trips around Europe, we do some drag races with Car Wow, bit of everything really.
Yes. Okay. On the Dadcars channel, things are a little bit different.
Yes.
Things aren't about lap times. They're not about drag racing. We are interested in rear seats. We're interested in practicality, but in the most cool cars possible. And you have got some. Well, look, we're starting at your house here, aren't we? Mm-hmm. So this is your garage. And so, honestly, the cars you've got in there is crazy. We want to see them. But you've also got the WAM Barn, which we're going to be going and have a look at as well in this video. And you've got some exceptionally cool dad cars there, haven't you?
I'm glad you think so. We're missing quite a few cars because there's a few bits out, but some of them are dad cars. But hopefully there's enough to keep you interested while we're down there.
Let's kick things off initially with the most practical stuff, because you're a father of four.
I am,
like
just
me.
like you.
Yeah, and they're sort of similar ages to mine as well.
Yeah.
They're quite little, aren't they? So we need 6-seat cars, don't we? We need to have that as a family car. So look, this is my 6-seat car.
Super cool.
And yeah, so let's have a look at your 2 6-seaters here. Let's start with what's probably going to be the most popular car in this video.
Yeah.
The Tesla Model X. Talk to me about this.
So yeah, this is our 2018 Tesla Model X. It's a 100D, so it's a long range. I think it's like 450 horsepower. Of course, the big gull wing doors, which makes access super easy.
Yes.
We've been testing how well they work functionally next to my Agera.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know when the video's going live, but you're going to want to subscribe to WAM Barn because, yeah, I set you the challenge and said, how confident are you in these doors? And we try it next to your most valuable car, don't we?
And it was a bit tight.
It was a bit stressful, actually.
Stressful.
But is this open? Can I have a quick look?
Yeah, I think if you push it, it should open.
Oh,
there you go.
There we go. Is it going to whack me in the face?
Almost. It is genuinely a very good daily run around.
Yes. You know, look, it makes a lot of sense because me and my wife, we've both got V8s. And when we are just sort of nipping into town, quite often our cars aren't even warmed up by the time we're switching them off again, which isn't ideal, is it? It's not.
No.
It's not even good for the cars. So that's why I understand the Model X, definitely. So no, let's talk about this a bit more interesting. The X7.
Yeah, so this is our X7 M. What do they call it again? X7 M60i, maybe.
I'm getting the sense that you're more passionate about the cars inside the garage than you are about the family cars.
Yeah, at least with the title of this one, it's a bit of a mouthful, but it is. It has the 4.4 litre M5 engine, so it's
mega,
like I think it's like 550 horsepower-ish, but it's super comfortable. It's 7 seats. It's got tons of torque. It's got all the comfort options. It's basically a max spec car, so it's got like some fancy light up sunroof.
Yes.
It's got massage seats. It's got a B&O sound system. It's got all the same kind of, self-driving modes that the Tesla have. So I'm always excited to drive this, especially on like a longer trip, because it's easy,
Yeah. Do you find after you've been driving your track-focused weapons around for a while, and then you get back in this, will you admit that you
really happy
enjoy
to
it? Yeah,
definitely.
I do hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like there's stuff, some of the the stuff with roll cages in particular is pretty uncomfortable after a while.
Yes.
So getting into this, I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
So chill.
Yeah, my wife used to have a third generation X5. We bought that because 4 children.
Yeah.
But actually, having children for us across the 3 rows and not being able to get in the back and child seats being there, it's a bit of a pain.
If you tap that once, it should. Yeah, there you go. It's got individual paint, which I've subsequently satin PPF'd.
Yeah.
Loads of room, eh?
Yeah, no, because in the X5, it is basically like sat in the back of a 2+2, you know, like this, whereas, look, an adult could fit in the back here. I wouldn't be surprised if an X7 is in our future, because truth be told, I think my wife actually preferred the X5 that she had over the Range Rover.
Yeah,
Slightly.
yeah. They present really good value as well. Like you can get, we got this secondhand with 3,000 miles on it for like 99 grand, and it was like 140 new. And I know that's a lot of money, but when you consider it's effectively a Cullinan,
yes,
underneath it all,
it's
pretty damn good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I do like the X7, and I have to get one on for review at some point.
Yeah.
But let's go in. So it's all 2-seaters in here, is it?
All 2-seaters.
Okay. So
not Dadcars technically, but
no.
But still pretty cool.
Okay. And I mean, you've probably already seen the elephant in the room in the middle here.
Yeah.
Which, look, but let's start with this. So you've got, it's a GT3 Touring, right?
Yeah, it's a 992.1 GT3 Touring. It's pretty heavily modified though. It's got like £40,000 worth of Manti options, including suspension, wheels, brakes. So it's lower than a standard 992 Touring. It also handles differently. So it handles more like the 991 Tourings. It also has a full Akrapovic exhaust system, including headers.
Okay.
So it sounds sensational.
Yeah.
It's quite comfort spec. Again, quite high spec, but comfort spec. So it's got the comfort seats. It's got all the cruise options and stuff. So it's kind of, it blends both great B-road fun and dailyable kind of long motorway drive comfort. It does everything for me. I do wish it had the rear seats though, like from the 992, but equally from the 992.2. But if I got a 992.2 and then tried to do everything that's happened to this car, it would be a bit of a nightmare. Okay. You know, like all the full Manti upgrades and stuff. And I again got this second hand with some mileage on it. I think it's on like 26,000 miles now. It's just a class car though. Yeah. Like we'll have to get you out in it because it sounds amazing. It drives amazing. It does everything. Like for a daily 2-seater. Yes. There's very little that's better, in my opinion, than a GT3 Touring. Yes, no, absolutely. And like you touched on, wonderful spec, love the colour, just needs to have the rear seats for me. Yeah, I've heard it is possible to get them put in. Yes. In some way, so I might look into that. Yeah, there is a place, the names escape me, but there is a place that can do it. And another purple, this is Amethyst PTS. Yeah, no, lovely. And let's move on to it. Come on, introduce this. This is my Koenigsegg Agera RS, the RST, which was the final Agera RS to be built before the 2 FE editions, which were, I believe, Thor and Vader, if I remember correctly. But it has effectively every option from the 1-to-1s besides the full roof scoop. Yeah. So it's like a slightly more comfortable 1-to-1. So it has the updated hood from the Agera, but all of the kind of drama of an Agera RS. It runs 1400 horsepower on E85, rear wheel drive, 5-litre twin turbo V8. 1400 horsepower. 1400 horsepower and about 1400 kilos or just under. Yeah. So it's like, that's where the name 1-to-1 comes from for the 1-to-1, because they are actually exactly 1-to-1. This is like slightly off, but it actually has outperformed 1-to-1s on VMAX. So it's possibly faster. As you can imagine, there's only 25 of these. They're all hand built. Maybe a little bit more magic went into this one when it was being built. Yeah. But it's, it's certainly an immense car. And we've done a lot of races with it. And when it's performing, it's really performing. I mean, just insane. I reckon I could make a whole video about this. In actual fact, I think doing a cost confessions video on this can, because everyone talks about the Maserati Gran Turismo. Gran Turismos, they're insanely expensive to run and maintain. I think the contrast between talking about this
And that might be a fun video, actually.
Sure.
So if you're up for making that.
Yeah, why not? I embarrass myself plenty. Why not do it some more?
Okay, if you'd like to see the video and find out the numbers and the costs that are involved with this, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we'll film that. But that will be coming soon. But look, the big news here, right, for my channel is, look, for me, the dream is the Ferrari FF. As everybody knows, best car I've ever driven. That's my dream. It has to happen at some point for me. But there is now a new ultimate dad car that's being made. Koenigsegg are making one, the Gemera. And is it true that you're buying one?
Yes, I've got one on order. Yeah.
You've got a Gemera on order.
Yes.
That's
a good, like you say, the ultimate dad car. Well, you'll have to come and have a go in it, won't you?
Oh God! What, can I come back when you get it?
Of course.
Is that all right? Yeah,
of course.
Honestly, I've got to film, because that is like, I don't, off the scale. There needs to be a new word for it, dad car. You know, it's that is mega. I can't believe that. And you actually filmed a video on WAM Barn, didn't you, where you're actually speccing it and you're up there doing it.
That's right. Yeah, it's on there. You can go take a look if you want.
It's crazy, isn't it, that I'm just moving on now, just from this Koenigsegg. But look, we got to talk about this as well. So GT2 RS, right?
Yeah, this is a GT2 RS. So it's a 3.8 litre. It's basically like a Turbo S, but rear wheel drive.
Okay.
More power.
Yeah.
700 plus horsepower. I say plus because this has a full exhaust system on it as well, which means it's, from what we understand, pushing more like 800 horsepower now, because opening the air has really helped the turbos. It's also got a full Manti conversion done on it. So suspension, brakes, aero, wing, everything has been done to it. The discs on the rear wheels as well. So this is up there. These two Porsches are actually my favorite cars. This is amazing, the Agera, but the Porsches are completely usable.
Okay.
So usable, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go out and have a fun drive, the Porsches, you're worried about damaging this. The Porsches, you're slightly worried, but much less than you are in this.
Okay.
That's worth 5% of this, and that's worth 10% of this. So, yeah.
That's insane, right? Because, you know, either of these cars are absolute dream for so many people.
Oh,
absolute dream, but the fact that they are just a fraction of what this is worth.
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird. It's a wild world for me. I still can't really believe it, because no joke, like 6 years ago, I never imagined I'd even own a GT3, but the world changes. We actually did a video on how I've managed to afford these cars on our channel as well. So
yes, and you go into it in more depth, don't you? I've got to ask, like, people, because how old are you?
I've just turned 40.
Okay, so you're only a few years older than me. I'm 37.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, can we just get like a little hint of what it is that?
Yeah. So I got into developing video games about like 12 years ago, and it took a long time to build the business and to make the right choices and work on the right games that made money back. But it did eventually, and it took off properly, say like 8 years ago-ish.
Yes.
And I went from seeing this at Goodwood in my A-Class Mercedes and just been a fan of it to somehow buying it in 2023. So yeah, weird old world.
No, it's staggering, isn't it? And honestly, I've watched the video. That's how I know. But I just know people have stumbled across this video, and this is the first time sort of seeing you. They'll be thinking, "Oh my God, how is this person who's, you know, only your age?" Anyway, yeah. But I highly recommend you check that video out as well. So, as amazing as these three cars are, it's crazy. This is my channel. This is what it's like. We need to look at some cars with rear seats. We need to look at Dadcars, because, you know, technically these aren't Dadcars, so we need
utterly useless.
Yeah, well, yeah. The metalwork in the back of this car means that whenever I do a review of a two-seater car on my channel, it never does good views. Never does. Yeah, let's now head over to the WAM Barn then and take a look at your incredible Dadcars. Yeah,
Let's do it.
So as we make our way to the actual WAM Barn, a question for you watching right now. Do you currently have dash cams in the cars that you use with your family? If not, scan this QR code right now. Grab yourself a Nextbase dash cam and use promo code Dadcars and you can save 15% off the entire Nextbase range. A massive thank you to Nextbase for being a long-term channel partner and sponsor of the Dadcars channel. Now, let's check out the barn. So it's a work in progress.
Very much a work in progress.
Yes.
Yeah, it's literally a building site at the moment.
Yes.
There is a few cars here though. I think we've got like 11 or 12 between here and the house.
Yes.
The rest are all elsewhere, but we've still got some cool bits and we've got a few decent dad cars, I think, here.
Yes, in the barn here there are some decent dad cars. So I reckon, look, let's get straight into taking a peek at some of these cars, girls. Look. Let's start with this one over here. Because if you did a survey and asked car enthusiast dads, what's your dream car? The most common answer is some form of 911. Mm-hmm. And you've got a very special one here. Girls, you're going to love the colour of this.
Let's do it.
What do you think of that? And of course, as we know, the reason why the 911 is, you know, the dream performance driver's car for dads is because they've got rear seats. When it does have back seats, they're just folded down.
It does, yeah.
Could you fit a multi-mac in it?
No, you couldn't fit a multi-mac in here because it's got a transmission tunnel. But can we have a look in those back
Of course,
seats and see?
yeah.
Do you want to see how much space there is? Yeah? So talk to us about this then, because this isn't your standard car, right? Nothing in your collection is just your bog standard entry-level stuff, is it?
Nah, quite like the weird, wacky stuff. Originally, it started life as I think it's a 1987 911 SC. It was 2.7 Carrera, retro modded by Rensport to be a 3.2 litre RSR, Carrera RSR. So it's pushing about 300 horsepower. It's like a little over 1,000 kilos. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's raw. I always wanted a classic, but I wanted like a classic that I could use. This has Bluetooth, it has sat-nav, it has all the kind of mod cons, but it also has the old vibe and feel. It's air-cooled, of course.
Yes.
It's on throttle bodies. Yeah, nice.
Do you use this with your children ever?
Yes, I do, yes. The seat belts are a bit archaic, shall we say?
Yes.
So I take it easy in it, but it's definitely usable. I mean, you could fit adults back there.
It's surprising because obviously these look so tiny now compared to modern 911s, don't they?
They do.
And the crazy thing actually about child seat safety and that sort of stuff with these cars is that if you've got a classic car, which never had seatbelts from standard, you can actually just put your children in the back of a classic car with no seatbelts and it's completely legal.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's mad, right? It is crazy, isn't it? It is crazy.
Yeah.
Right, Gal, so we go and have a look at the next one. I'm guessing it's pretty loud as well, this, right?
Yeah.
Because you like your loud cars, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It could always be louder, but it's got a good sound.
Next, let's move on to this here.
Yeah.
Which I think I know what it is, and it's only a two-seater.
It is.
But
so it's not so much of a dad car.
No, it's not so much that, but it's so special, guys. We've got to have a look at this, right? It's one of the crown jewels of the VH platform Aston Martin era. It's a GT12.
Yep.
What's the value roughly of these now?
Like around the 300,000 mark, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously it's got that glorious 6-litre V12 in it.
That's right.
But unlike my Dad B9, which had 470 horsepower, what is it that these, is it
so this
around
is
600, is it?
Yeah, just under 600, I think it's like 597. But it's a fairly unique car. There was 100 of them built, I think. You maybe know them better than I do. And I believe there's 20 in the UK. They all use the, what do you call the gearbox, the 3?
I think that this has got a robotised manual in it, hasn't it?
Yes, I think it's the third variant of it, whatever they did.
Okay, so it's the, because I mean you can see by it's got the latest revision of the waterfall dash with the haptic buttons on it, this one, hasn't it? So it will have, like the latest variation. But in the DB9 cars and the 2+2s, they've got a torque converter. So either the 6-speed or the 8-speed, which was in the Rapide S, the latest ones. Yeah. And also in the Vanquish 2, like the facelift of that as well.
Yeah.
And is this the only Aston you've got at the moment?
At the moment it is, yeah, but this has made me a big fan of Astons. I kind of like jumped in at kind of at the deep end, but a friend of mine who collects a lot of Astons,
yes,
he has a Vulcan and a bunch of other stuff.
Wow.
He let me drive his, and I was just sold immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's such a raw experience. It's so loud.
Yes.
That it looks super cool. It's like a unique body shape for the Aston. It's got the big old spoiler on the back.
Yes, yes.
It's V12. I know everybody likes the GT8 because it's manual, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something special about this. This is obviously a lot rarer than the GT8 as well.
Yes.
And I like that it seems to retain value better as well, I think, in that regard. Like,
Yeah.
V12s are always going to do better, I think, long run, even though it's not a manual.
Yeah, this is mega. This is a bit of me. This is a rare instance where a two-seater I can get really excited about. But I can't help but think, Tom, you should get a Rapide S AMR.
Yeah.
They are such bargains, right? Because like most four-seater variants of cars, like the FF is cheaper than the F12, even though it was more expensive when it was new. The Rapide S AMR, I think you can get them from like £100,000 now.
That's crazy.
They were brand new. They were like over 200.
I didn't even, until you mentioned them, I didn't even know they exist, but they're so special. There's like 200 of them in the world, I think, 210. And they share the engine with this, of course.
Yeah.
They share the dashboard with the GT12.
Yeah.
They're a unit and 4 seats.
And it's 4
Dadcars.
seats, and that's the thing, it's 4 seats, and because it's of that value as well, I mean, look, obviously, it's all relative, okay, but when you're talking about something like this, for something which is like a third of the price of this, that's something that you could just use when you're just nipping doing the club runs with your kids and things.
Exactly.
I'm going to get a Rapide S 8-speed at some point, because you can get them like around £50,000, so I'll get one of those at one point, but usually 100% get the AMR.
I'm guessing the Rapide comes after the FF for you, though.
No. So I reckon I might get the Rapide on the way to the FF.
Really? Okay.
So sort of like have that for a bit and then go into the FF,
Sure.
because the FF is more money. So sort of like £90,000 for an FF. But
sure.
But moving away from two-seaters, then this here is I'm so excited about this, and it's also the story of it as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So girls, do you want to see this one?
So this is a 997.2 Turbo S.
Turbo S.
Turbo
yes.
S, yeah, which were at the time for 997s kind of rare compared to what they are now. A lot more turbos than Turbo S's.
Yes, no, it's true. Like now, it became a thing, didn't it? That suddenly you had to have the S like beyond that. But back in 996, 997, it wasn't really.
That's right. Yeah. So this was my dad's first and only 911. He bought it when he was like 65, when he'd had a lifetime of Volvos, saved up right to the end of his life, and then bought this. And then as he got older, I think like mid-70s, he decided he was too old to get in and out of this anymore. Yeah. So he was going to trade it in against a Cayenne. And the idea of that sickened me.
Yes.
So I bought it off him.
Yeah.
It's in gentian blue. It's like very high spec car. It's got ceramic brakes, and I've had it like very well taken care of. It's been fully PPF'd and stuff, and I think I'll just keep it forever because it was the first proper sports car that I ever drove, and purely because he kindly put me on his insurance for a few days here, and I gave it a go, in my I think that would have been late 20s. I'll have been late 20s when he got it, so yeah, it's always going to mean a lot to me.
It's such a special car. I've still not owned a 911 myself, which is unacceptable to say the least, but I've always, for me, it's always been, I think, a 996 turbo just for the affordability. That's what's always been my whole life, because they've been, they were as low as like 20 grand at one point, but even now you can still get like a decent one that's been looked after for about 30. So that feels like, as I'm moving up, I'll probably get a 996 turbo. But 997, when I spoke to Ben Collins, the former Stig, he's got a 997 turbo. Yeah. And he still says to this day that, like, bang for buck, pound for pound, it's the best car.
All rounder, do everything. You can drive it in all conditions. It's cheap to maintain, really, for a sports car or a super sports car, and they're fast as hell. Even this generation, I think it's 550-ish horsepower, or maybe a little bit more. 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds still, so it just flies.
And the proportions of it as well.
Yeah.
Because they did from the 991 onwards, it started to get bigger. And so you must notice it when you drive your 992s, which then you get back into this, it must just feel so neat, driving down sort of tight country lanes and things. It's a perfect proportion.
If you park this alongside a 991 or 992, they look like a completely different brand of car. The size difference is crazy.
And moving on to another dad car, girls. Look, and this one is the same colour as my beard.
It is. So I've always been a BMW fan.
Yes.
And I really like the sort of E46 platform, the smaller, tighter M cars. So this, of course, is the 1M.
Yes.
In the I forget what they actually call this colour, but it's an orangey colour. Dad car beard colour.
Yes.
3 litre, of course. Everybody knows the stats of these cars. It was like the precursor to the M2, but it's better than the M2. I have had several M2s, including an M2 CS. This is the better car.
Yeah.
Like you feel a lot more connected to it.
Yeah, and going back to what we were sort of saying with the 997 as well, it's the proportions, right? And the weight of this, I imagine, compared to
M2, a lot. I mean, certainly the new M2.
Yes.
Because we raced my M2 CS versus the new M2, and the M2 CS beat it. My old M2 CS beat it, even though it's down on power and everything. It's just so much. And that was a manual versus an automatic as well. But the new ones are just heavy, big old things. And they're so expensive.
Yes.
As well, they're crazy expensive. So the modern BMWs I'm not so big on. I do like the M3 Touring, but take me back to this era and before.
Yeah, no, I completely get you. And this is a car as well that I reckon a lot of people would assume that you couldn't use as a dad car. Oh yeah, it's going to be too small in the back. So I would like to see the rear seats in here and to see. You girls are experts at getting in the back of two-door coupe cars, aren't you?
Because we used to go your car.
Yes, that's it. What's that in the way? Can you move that forward?
Walkie-talkie.
What have I left on there? Oh, is it a walkie-talkie?
Walkie-talkie if you've been on a road trip.
Yeah, it was when we were in Wales.
Walkie-talkie.
And this is the first car that we've looked at, which has got Isofix in the back as well, Tom. So, yeah.
Yeah, all the mod cons.
Get your child seats in there. You could get a 3 or a 4-cross Multimac in the back of this, and you could turn it into a 6-seater. Because that's what I did in my Gran Turismo. So yeah, that's actually, there's a mega amount of space in the back of this.
Yeah.
And what do these roughly go for now?
Anywhere between, I think like if you get one with high mileage, it's 40, 45, but they go all the way up to like 80 or more for slow mileage. This is about 65 because it's got 25 or 20,000 miles, I think, on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've taken the kids to a load of stuff in this. The ones I've regularly, in fact, all of them have been used for the kids semi-regularly, but mostly this, the RSR, not this yet, but and the R34s, which are unfortunately not present today, but they've been used for the kids a lot.
Oh wow, yeah. I bet that's a lot of fun.
You'll have to come back and have a look at those.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's a good thing as well, because this is of a generation as well, because what year is this? Is this like 2010, 11? Or?
Yeah, it's an 11.
11?
Yeah.
There's a big difference in safety in a car which is from, like 2011 compared to like a car from the 90s or 80s even. So that's the other nice thing as well with something like this. Fantastic dad car, this.
Yeah.
If I had more time, I would love to review this. Like at some point I'll have to get my hands
Just come
on one
back.
of these. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. So girls, what's been your favourite car so far then? The purple one.
Purple one, the one you can't go in.
It's the Dad V9. You always say to me that I need to buy it back, don't you? Yeah. I will get an Aston Martin again one day. I will.
No, but I need that.
Okay, and then the last car in the barn. You saying about I was the one who told you about the Rapide AMR, and you not realise it until I spoke to you earlier on.
Yes.
I must admit, this is an E46 M3
Yes.
special edition that I didn't know about, because whenever I look on Auto Trader for E46 M3s, put it in price order and I start at the cheapest and I only get so far before it's like out of my price bracket. So that's why I didn't know that this even existed, but this is a special one, right?
Yeah, this is a CSL in black, extremely rare. So they did a CS, E46 M3 CS, less rare, and then the CSL, the sort of final edition. And the way that you can easily tell the difference is you have the intake here, and you have the carbon.
It's the intake on one side,
Yeah, but it's just a lighter weight, more special, kind of like the, I suppose, the precursor to the E92 M3 GTS. I didn't really know they existed until about a year and a half ago, but I wanted a really special E46 M3, and this one came up on collecting cars, so I had a word with the owner, and it's a great example.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well taken care of. Decent mileage on it, about 50,000, so you can use it.
Yeah, I guess that must be the nice thing about getting a car that's already got some miles on, right? Because if it's too low, You don't really.
You don't want to use it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I use all my cars, so.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like you can see over on the WAM Barn YouTube channel, and also you're on Instagram as well, aren't you? But yeah, you share them, you know, and
do all sorts with them.
Yeah. And that's
some might say too much.
Well, that's what it's all about. Like personally, I look, each their own. But yeah, the people who buy really, really special cars just tuck them away, hide them away from the world, just waiting for them to appreciate. And then, like, to me, I'm not a big fan of that.
No.
Myself. So yeah, what I think you do is absolutely fantastic.
Well, there's proof. You just have to walk around and film how many bug splatters there are on all the cars.
Yes.
Especially that Aston at the moment, so you know I'm not lying.
If you enjoyed this video, you have to check out this video where I make my WAM Barn debut. Me and Tom sit down and have a podcast style chat about what goes into making automotive YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over on WAM Barn.